suppose you could say that I've always been a drinker. Ever since I had my first alcoholic drink when I was about 13, and you never forget the feeling that that gives you. All your fears and your worries and your anxieties just disappear as you drain the last few dregs from that beer bottle. Yeah. I suppose I spent the next 40 years trying to recreate those feelings because you feel invincible. I was brought up in a drinking culture where it was acceptable, expected even, to get drunk on a regular basis, so we were surrounded by drink. I used to drink for my social life, my home life, my love life. In fact, drinking became part of my life, and I lived to drink, and then in the end I drank to live. After a while, I started getting terrible hangovers, and they got worse and worse, and I used to worry about who I'd upset the night before and who I'd spoken to wrongly, and just generally fearing what I'd done the night before. The only way to cure that was to have another drink the next morning, so that's what I did, and I drank more and more in the mornings. Well, at first that didn't really bother me, but after a while I realised that that's what my father used to do. And that really scared me, because that was the last thing I wanted to do, become my father, and that's what I was becoming. 40 years on, I was my father, and I became abusive and violent towards my wife, and totally indifferent and unapproachable to my children and my work colleagues. And that's when they decided that I should go into rehab, and I'm so glad that they did. Because you see, at that point they'd given up on me, and I'd given up on myself, and frankly I was dying, and I hadn't got the willpower or the strength to do anything about it. Now, I don't remember the few days leading up to rehab. I don't even remember agreeing to go in, and I certainly don't remember the journey there. And when I did get there, I found it very tough. But there's one thing I will never forget, that when I went into rehab and started making that journey, the kindness and the patience of the staff and the other patients. It might sound melodramatic, but they saved my life, and I'm so glad that they did. And now 2 years on, and I'm a different bloke altogether. I'm kind to my family, I'm considerate, I'm approachable, and they like the man that I've become, and quite frankly, so do I. And every morning now when I get up, I don't have to worry about fighting it. And I don't have to worry about fighting other people or fighting myself. I am very, very blessed to be sober and alive, and not a day goes by with which I don't give thanks to that feeling.